Hey, what's up guys, Eskizui here, and welcome to episode 3 of Skill into Glory. And in today's episode, we're going to be doing some more squad building challenges after we actually did the basic ones in the previous episode. And we also managed to win the title in the previous episode. That means we're going to be playing some Division 9 games in today's video as well. But first off, I want to look at what kind of squad building challenges there actually were. And I noticed these two, where you were actually able to pick up 2 players. The squad building challenge Jovinko and also the squad building challenge Jonas. And the requirements were that you had to I think submit a full starting 11 of each team which is in that league. So it's not an easy one for sure, but lucky enough though, it is actually a squad building challenge you're able to do all year because it doesn't have like an expiry date, which is really nice. But yeah, I first off want to do the EA Access one, since this one I think actually expired in a few days time when I was actually recording this. You can see at the bottom left 4 days remaining. So I decided to do this one because you're actually able to get a special kit and also a pack, I think, with 1 rare player. So yeah, I decided to do this one. You can see right there, I skipped a little bit ahead of time because I think it's just boring watching me like going through all the players. And you can see as well that I had some players out of position, which doesn't really matter because you didn't have to have like full chemistry. I think you only had to have like a certain amount of chemistry and also a certain amount of rating, which is nice. So yeah, I managed to complete this one. We got the special EA Access kit. I decided not to apply it simply because I think that a lot of people will be playing with it actually, and to kind of like prevent that we actually come up against people with the same kits, I just decided to like store it in my club. And yeah, from the pack we actually opened, we did get a decent player. We got Omeru, I think it is pronounced. He plays in the Turkish league, so actually does fit into our team perfectly. He has some great stats for a defender: 76 pace, 76 defending, and 79 physical as well. So yeah, nice addition to our Turkish league side. Then after it, I decided to take a look at some more of the squad building challenges because I obviously wanted to open more packs. And with packs, you obviously get more and more players. So I decided to do some of the basic ones as well. This was a challenge where you had to make a defense of 1 full nation, and I noticed that I actually had a bunch of German players, which I think were from like my starter packs or something, and they were untradeable as well, so they were players I wasn't really gonna do anything with. And the cool thing with these squad building challenges is that you're actually able to submit players which are untradeable as well, so players that you don't really use are actually like very handy for these squad building challenges, which is sweet. So I decided to do another one. This one is actually a squad building challenge where you were actually able to pick up a premium gold players pack with I think 3 rare players. So it was definitely a challenge which was worth like submitting some of the players you see on the screen. I decided to buy a few of them as well because I didn't have like enough players in my squad, just players which were like going for pretty much discard value. So yeah, submitted that one as well. And then we move on to this pack where you're able to get like 3 rare players. So I was really excited for this one. We did get a decent player in terms of rating, but he doesn't really go for much, unfortunately. That is Patricio from Sporting Lisbon. Looks like a decent player to actually use, but doesn't really fit into our team, so I decided to sell him on as well, but doesn't really go for much, unfortunately. We also managed to get a Patrick van Aanholt, one of the better left backs in the Premier League, I think, especially for starter teams, and I think I ended up selling him for around 3k or something. You can see me checking the price here, listing him up for 3.1k, so I was actually quite happy with the pack, especially since we got a decent player out of it that at least goes for something in terms of coins. But anyway, after it, I decided to prepare myself to go into Division 9, switch teams back to the Turkish league side, put actually the defender in the side, Omeru, because we actually got from a pack earlier on. Decided to fill the bench out as well with some players from the different team to make their fitness 99 again. And then we go on what will be the first game of the episode in Division 9, and we come up against the Premier League side in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation with some decent players in his side, mostly Watford players like Pereira and Amrabat are definitely like great players to use at the start of the game. So yeah, we went to this game. We got the first chance there with our center attacking mid Batala, an easy save there for his keeper. Then at 20th minute, you can see a lot of space there with Jermaine Lens. I was thinking of passing it across, but went with some skill moves instead. Then we played it on through to Abubakar, who goes with a nice turn and a great finish into the back of the net, picking up the first goal of the game for us. Then at 25th minute, we lose the ball there stupidly with Quaresma. I tried to do an LBY pass all the way to the left-hand side. We lose it, and then we give away a stupid penalty. So he steps up with Negredo and actually ends up hitting the post. And the cool thing this year with penalties, since they changed obviously massively compared to FIFA 16, not a lot of people actually kind of used to them. So in terms of like conceding penalties, like in FIFA 16, you could probably guess that it was a goal every single time, but this time the chance of actually either saving it or the opponent missing it is obviously bigger than in FIFA 16. So yeah, from that actually went on the counter, made it 2-0 with again Abubakar picking up his second goal of the game. And yeah, from that point onwards, we created a bunch more chances. Here's some great stuff from Lens, cutting inside, playing it on through to Abubakar. The goalkeeper rushed towards him, decided to pass it across because I pretty much had to. But we finished off nicely with Tufan, a great no-look finish into the back of the net. No goalkeeper was there to make it 3-0 and pretty much make it game over. They're moving into the second half, straight from kickoff. We already created a chance as well here with Abubakar, and again Lens linking up nicely. Played it on through to Lens, played it on through to Abubakar, tried to get a shot in. Good block there from his defender. Then we pick it up here with Batala, a cheeky flick to beat the defender, and then a great first time volley into the back of the net. And you can see it especially from the replay, like the way we beat the defender looked really nice, and then the finish was even better. So a great way to make it 4-0. Then at 50th minute, obviously wanted to score some more nice goals. Went with some great stuff here with Charisma. Played on through to Batala, played on through to Abubakar, beat the defender really nicely. We could have completed his hat-trick there, but we hit the post, and then from the rebound it was Lens actually picking up a goal for himself too. So we ended up winning the first game in Division 9 with 5-0. Really nice goals, and yeah, I was really happy with the result, because usually in divisions I'm not really the greatest division player, but so far anyway it's been going really well in terms of like scoring goals as well. So yeah, I was really happy with the result. Then we're going to move on. What will be the final game of the episode, switch to the hybrid side, and we come up against a team with some some players from the Premier League, mostly French players there as well. And yeah, I had some really good players in Marcus Rashford and also Kingsley Coman. So yeah, a decent side, even though I think it was not on full chemistry. We start off in the 9th minute, again picking the ball up here with Giuliano, our centre attacking mid, and a great finish into the back of the net, making it 1-0 quite early already into this game. Then 16th minute, Giuliano again there, plays it on through to Fernando, plays it on through to Adriano, stays calm, and then a great finesse into the back of the net as well to make it 2-0 already after 17 minutes. And we just kept on creating chances, and the cool thing was that every single chance we pretty much had in the first half anyway just ended up being a goal. Here as well, 35th minute, another chance with Giuliano, goes with some skill, was beats the defender with the McGeady spin, will go the low cross to Adriano, was hoping for a fancy finish, ended up just being like sort of a sweaty goal, I guess. And yeah, we make it 3-0, pretty much making it game over as well, because my opponent didn't create a single thing, and it just went from bad to worse for him. We make it 4-0 here as well with Adriano, and we're still in the first half, and it was just going extremely well. Then 43rd minute, he did get his first chance with Leroy Sané, a through ball there to him, a great save there for my goalkeeper, and that's how the first half ended. So yeah, we're moving into the second half, trying to score a bunch more goals, because obviously that's what I kind of aimed for. And we started off right here already with Giuliano. Look at that for a finish, a cheeky chip shot over the goalkeeper. I think we actually scored sort of a similar goal with him in the previous episode. They seem to be really effective this year too, and yeah, make it 5-0. And after the 5-0, it felt that I was kind of giving away a little bit too much, played a bit sloppy, did more skimmers because I obviously wanted to score better goals. And yeah, we actually end up conceding a goal. My opponent makes it 5-1 there with Ander Herrera. This is one of the chances I meant, like I could have easily passed it across to Adriano, but since I just want to score better goals, I went with sort of a run with Lopez, completely failed. And we get a nice chance there with Giuliano, great save there from his keeper. And then in the 77th minute, this happened. We picked up an injury, and this is something you will see in the next episode as well. This is something that really annoys me in Ultimate Team this year, and I just feel that EA just should change this, because this pretty much happens in almost every single game I played on FIFA 17 anyway. And I tweeted it out a couple days ago as well, if you guys experienced the same thing, and pretty much everyone said that they picked up like 4 injuries or something in 4 games, which is just absolutely ridiculous, because it is not realistic at all. I don't really know why they even put it in the game, because like as soon as you now pick up an injury with a player, you're forced to actually sub him off, which actually just happened for me, and mainly because of it I started playing a bit worse as well, even though I wasn't really playing that great when I scored the 5-0. I ended up conceding another goal there with Rashford, who just ran through, and after it another big chance here, but a good save there for my keeper. So injuries in this year's game, I feel that they definitely should change it. Then in the 90th minute though, we did score a really nice goal here with Giuliano, a great volley into the top corner, I think completing his hat-trick there as well. You can see from the replay, a nice fake Carbona, beautiful shielding work, then all of a sudden the ball actually bounced up, and a fantastic volley into the top corner. And you can see as well at the very end, picking up his, I think, his second hat-trick in total already with this team. So yeah, as I mentioned before in the previous episode, Giuliano is just a fantastic player. You should definitely give him a try if you're a skiller yourself. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you experienced the same issue when it comes to the injuries. I really feel that EA should change it, because as I mentioned before, it is not realistic, and it is really annoying as well, because you pretty much have to buy like those injury cards in almost every single game if it just keeps happening. But yeah, anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. And that's also going to be the end of this video, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.